We all want our city, Cincinnati, to be a great city, a welcoming city, you might say. But there's a new way that the leadership has found to welcome people to the city of Cincinnati. I don't know how well it's going to work. We'll leave that up to your call. And Jason might be on his way to a baby shower. It's be huge. On the one more, and I'm out of your podcast. Where do you want to start today? Look.
You want to start at the lowest point, or you want to?
Look, it's all pretty low. It's all pretty low today.
It is all low.
But how is it that a guy with a Nazi tattoo who speaks ill of what did he say about the guy who was getting shot? And he said he deserved to die.
Said he deserved it. And that guy has responded too.
Yeah, he's responded. He was the guy that Plattner was making fun of. And now it comes out, and he's still. I don't know. I haven't seen any Democrats withdraw their endorsements.
Democrats don't do that. Democrats are not.
He's been married.
I don't know if the viewers and listeners can hear it, but Brody wants to be a guest really bad.
We're having this is dog rescue.
So
it's Cesar Milan's house.
The New York Times, or the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times, reported that the main Democrat Senate candidate, Graham Plattner, who not only has the Nazi tattoo.
But I thought we were the Nazis, but he has the tattoo. We're the Nazis.
Yeah,
Get straight.
Probably Trump's fault.
Plus, he was doing a Nazi salute. I saw the picture, but go ahead.
He exchanged sexually explicit messages with multiple women.
Sexting, Dan.
The texts were discovered early in his marriage to his wife, Amy Gettner.
Yes.
And here's the thing: it was a campaign staffer, a whistleblower, who was the one that made these revelations to the New York Times. And so, what are Democrats doing? They're attacking the whistleblower.
Yeah, they say it's dirty tricks.
They're attacking her.
Dirty tricks.
Dirty. Yeah.
Not that it happened.
How many times have we been lectured to by Democrats? Whistleblowers.
I love being lectured to by Democrats because there is no hypocrisy like Democrat hypocrisy. But I will say this.
Yeah.
This guy is still a freaking viable Democrat candidate. And to your point, the Nazi tattoo wasn't enough. They're like, oh, he's really not a Nazi. The Republicans are Nazis. I'm like, but what about the tattoo?
Yeah.
I mean, hello.
Her name is Genevieve McDonald. Here's the part that really gets me. She was offered money
to shut
$15,000 to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Are Democrats that cheap? $15,000?
That doesn't seem like very
otherwise known as
hush money.
Hush money. You hush your mouth. You hush your mouth.
So do they not think
when Trump engages in a non-disclosure agreement,
that's horrible.
And that's oh my God, that's hush money.
That's blood money.
Here's a guy who's telling a former aide of his to shut the hell up.
Was she an aide or she was just a person?
No, campaign aide, former campaign aide.
So that's who he was.
She's
sexting?
The one who dropped dime about the sex.
Okay, got it.
Okay. She came out and said, this happened. Plattner came out and had and then he has his wife go out and say, hey, we were married. He was doing the sex thing. We're all, we love each other very much.
Wait a second. He didn't mean anything that he said.
And then his campaign confirms it. So.
It's still not disqualified. Yeah. That's just the amazing part to me is it's still not disqualifying to a Democrat. And there will be people will say, well, you have to understand, and they'll still vote for this clown because that's and I'll say this: the reason the Democrats are so freaked out about this is there really isn't a path forward for them to take the Senate without this seat. So they have to take Susan Collins out. And this is a very important race. And this guy is a deeply flawed candidate.
Oh, he's going out against a bunch of other veterans, and
yeah,
I mean,
he's an absolute dirtbag.
He's fire sailing everybody.
But to a Democrat, like some of our listeners, he's not a Republican, so he can do no wrong. And we're going to support him over anyone else because he has a D next to his name. And that, and I got a candidate for you. Remember? I have a candidate for you. George Santos. Remember him?
Oh yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Well, they threw him out.
I really don't want to remember.
Well, but my point is, once the information came out about him, what happened?
See ya.
The Republican Party said, we cannot be associated with you. You're out of here. All right. This guy's not even in office yet, and the Democrats still are circling the wagons around this guy.
It's amazing. So it's perfectly fine for him to enter into a non-disclosure agreement.
$15,000 is pretty cheap.
And I haven't heard one media outlet refer to it as hush money yet. So
they're not going to because there's a complicit media.
And then as to prove his point as to how this is not a factor. And what did he came out today and said, I can't believe that media outlets are posting this kind of stuff when we really have issues that matter to the American people.
Really, like you being a dirtbag isn't an issue to the American people.
No, he's concerned about affordability. He's concerned about
so that's
all
the talking point.
Health care.
Well, I'm sure he's getting
abortion rights.
Isn't he getting really big crowds at his rallies?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because there's a piece of video that the campaign put out to give visual proof as to how popular this guy is, and he appeared, Jason, at a campaign event
in a U-Haul. Where is this?
I mean,
I was trying to
Andrew,
figure out what the fuck it was.
You've been to a lot of campaign events.
I've been to
You've been in rooms that are good-sized rooms that are full of people. I mean, very exciting. Look at the size of the room. As Mr. Plattner walks into this adoring crowd. Roll the video. And they all look, they're on their feet. Oh, there they go. Oh, look at there's one side of the room. And look at that. Look at that.
Wow. It's like they're in the guts of a ship.
No. It's like they rented a used storage.
Yeah.
They said,
look at the entrance.
Hey, Mainers first. I love this. Mainers first. Yeah. And great camera work there. Great camera work. I've got Tourette's, and I think I'm going to have some sort of syndrome after watching this. Look at this.
If this was your campaign, would you allow this video to go out?
Absolutely. But like maybe that's all.
It's like a storage unit.
Well, no, they went in. They said, "Hey, we need what you got? Let's say we got $15,000 to make her shut up. What do you got for a storage unit?"
Well, I'm expecting the Storage Wars people to come.
I know. Where are the storage?
We got $150 there. We got $200.
So. Don't go in the unit. Great show.
Yep.
Was he? Yeah, that's right. And Barry. Remember Barry? The guy Barry. Jason, did you ever watch that show?
Which one?
Storage Wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that's what it looked like. It looked like they were inside a fucking storage unit. But he did pack the place. I'll give him credit. The room was full, and so
the room was not that full. I mean, the room was full of a bunch of freaking storage workers.
As a firefighter, I'm sure you probably frown on the size of the crowd in that room.
Yeah, so I mean,
where's the occupancy sign? I didn't see.
Probably a little over occupancy.
It's ridiculous.
Like I said, it's like they were in a birthing of a fucking
Jason, are we having
cargo
technical difficulties today?
So I'm just making sure. StreamYard's been weird.
So these are the kind of people that Democrats support. And look, you got to have fun with it. You got to laugh at it because they're all clowns. And then the other specter that we have we been on the podcast since Jill Biden? Dr. Jill said that she thought
I don't think so.
Joe was having a stroke during
which is factually false. But go ahead.
So
proven false.
Well, my question on that whole thing was and look, she's just in the beginning. The book hasn't even come out yet, but she's already on the book tour.
Of course.
So she's going to be on The View, and she's going to be on ABC and all the morning shows and all. And so this was her first interview this past weekend with CBS, where she said she thought Joe was having a stroke. So my point was, I wonder how many other media outlets are going to press her on that issue. And to the credit of, and look, and this is what we do, 513. We give credit where credit is due. And to the credit of NBC News, the interviewer here did ask Jill Biden about the the statement about Joe having the stroke. Now, the thing is, though,
this is the video you sent me, correct?
Yeah. Okay. The thing is, though, is that I believe she's trying to walk this back a little bit.
Oh, really?
So let's they used to say on Fox News, we report, you decide,
which is a great.
Yeah. Let's listen to the interview.
It's faux news.
And listen to how Jill explains making that statement. And I think the questioner, Craig Melvin is his name, sets it up quite well. So here's Jill, and you decide for yourself.
Days and weeks after that, you continued to insist that the president was fine. How do you square thinking that he may have had a stroke with what you were saying in the days and weeks after? How do you square that?
Well, look, Craig, look at it from my point of view. So I'm watching, just like everybody else was, scared to death, like what is going on? He gets off the stage. I see he appears to be okay. He says to me, Jill, I really, in other words, messed up, didn't I? And I said, yes, you did. And so we get off, and I know we're going into another event, or we have two more to do. And my mind is racing. What do I say to him? What do I say to him? I'm his wife. I've got to lift him up. So we go to the next event, and I'm thinking, what do I say that will lift him up? That is true. I want to say the things that are true. And so I said, you answered every question. My mind's racing. It's a pretty low bar.
Oh, good. It's a pretty low bar. I love that question.
So, I had to sort of lift him up. I mean, I'm his wife. I'm not going to get out on the stage there and say, Joe, you really screwed that up. I mean, and we have all our supporters there. So, that's who we are. I mean, as I had to support him, I couldn't come out.
Not a good answer.
I mean, really publicly say, Joe, you did a terrible job in that debate?
Well, what would have been awesome is
wait,
you done fucked up, AA, Ron.
Wait, that's right. But let me say something. She is full of shit.
Yes.
And the reason I say she's full of shit is because if she really believed that he had a stroke, let me ask you a question, since people love when I say that. If you have a stroke, let's say that you're, Jason, you're the health expert here. You're the care. If I have a stroke, we're going to go to Waffle House and, eat some breakfast and hang out for a while. Or are you going to ask me to, say the alphabet maybe forwards and backwards a couple times? And I don't know, maybe take me to a hospital?
Definitive care.
Yeah. I mean, what is the proper, because I'm
give me a
confused.
smile and make sure you don't have facial droop and you can actually fucking move.
That's right. So is that, so the fact that she did not, the fact that she postponed, the fact that this
Andrew,
revelation,
she had 3 other engagements to get to.
I understand that. Does that make her a horrible human being, or is she full of shit lying now? Which one is the more plausible?
I'm going both.
I'm going
both as well.
I'm feeling both.
I'm going. So to sell the book, she's saying, "Oh my God, I think he had a stroke." Not that my husband is cognitively challenged, which is the correct answer and the truthful answer, and it just showed on national stage. But she is trying to sell. She's trying to win brownie points and sympathy points, so people will go out and buy her book. And I'm sure there's a plethora of lonely housewives that are going to run out, commiserate with her, and go buy the book so she can make money.
Well, think about this. She had a couple of days to get with her people, and I don't know how many. I'm sure she has some people that are on her side.
She has peeps.
So this is the best that they could come up with, because they knew.
And it's not
look,
very
Dr.
good.
Jill, you're going to be asked questions
That's
about
right.
this.
Wait,
we need to come up. We need to fabricate a response to this.
You just stumbled onto a very key point. It's not Mrs. Jill. It's Dr. Jill.
She's a doctor.
She's not really a doctor,
Well,
but
she's
she uses the doctor. She's a PhD.
And this is the best they could come up with.
This is the best.
I had to lift him up.
I had to lift him up.
Our supporters were
not
there.
lift him up and carry him to the hospital.
Yeah.
I just had to lift him up.
Well, it's not just the notion of going to the hospital.
Out anywhere.
He's the president of the United
Oh
States.
my God.
There was a doctor
There. Always right there.
Probably 50 feet away.
I know.
A doctor who could have attended to him
Hey,
she
I
could have
think he's
walked out
having a
onto
stroke.
that stage and said, Joe, you're coming with me. They could have walked backstage. He could have
Private
had
room.
the examination right there and
Right
then.
there. Drop the pants, made him cough, the whole 9 yards.
It's not as if you're thinking, oh my God, can we have insurance? Can we pay for this? I mean, not the normal kind of questions that everyone goes through when there's a medical emergency.
Just the president of the United
She
States.
doesn't have that.
No,
there's a doctor right there. Boom, doctor, boom, take care of me.
Doctor. You know how doctors talk to each other.
You tell the other engagements, hey, we're going to be late.
We'll be like, give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes to see if this guy can repeat the alphabet or whatever. What'd you say? Smile? What are the tests?
Yeah, you do a smile. You do a drift with your hands.
See, Jason knows. Jason should have been there. But
and you typically
wait. Are you a doctor?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I am a trained medical.
I love this
professional,
guy's. She's saying.
Not very
so
good.
we go to the next event. I'm thinking, oh, what do I say? I have to lift them up. Is that true? I want to say things that are. She says, I want to say things that are true. So I said, you answered every question.
You answered every question.
That was the best she came up with.
Horribly.
And the Melvin from NBC News says that's a pretty low bar. I mean, I'm giving this guy huge credit for having the gonads to go out there. It would not surprise me if he's looking for a job.
Who's going to
next day or two.
When they make this a movie, the Joe Biden story? I mean,
for
the
God's
Dr.
sake.
Joe Biden story. It's like
Oh, it'll be a fucking Lifetime movie because
it's gonna be a Lifetime.
She smothers him in his sleep just to put him out of his misery.
I mean, who's going to play these parts? I'm wondering.
There's not going to be a movie.
I'm sure the Democrats they're going to rewrite history.
I heard someone
and this
think
is
about
going to be a storybook romance rivaling the Kennedys. This is going to be Camelot Part 2, and they're going to sit there.
You are disgusting.
But history is an important thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because look, many years, decades after the three people you see before you now are long gone from this earth.
Dust.
There are going to be kids in school, hopefully kids in school who study presidential elections,
right?
And they're going to look at the numbers. They're going to say, "My God, this guy named Joe Biden, he got more votes than anyone ever running in the history of president. How did that happen?
How is that possible?"
And so look, when things like that happen, you would think there might be some documentaries made. You would think there would be some books written.
Right.
You would think there would be some colleges that would have courses that study the greatest political campaign in the history of politics that moved 81 million people to go to the polls and cast votes for this fucking guy.
It was about the love story. They voted for the love story.
But where are the documentaries? Where are the movies? Where are the books written? What college do you know of that has a course in politics that looks at the Biden campaign and how dynamic and how great it was? The greatest campaign ever in the history of United States politics.
I could tell you one that is definitely not. I could tell you one that's definitely not.
Hillsdale
College.
You won't find that course at Hillsdale, sir.
I just
library's over there. Go ahead and scour it.
I mean,
it doesn't exist because you know what? 81 million people did not vote for Joe Biden. Period. End of story.
And let's be clear, we would not be talking about this if she's not out on the book trail.
Right. She's an idiot.
Because honestly, I've put that whole presidency out of my head. Although that does piss me off when Dan brings up very factual things, arguments that this is the man that had the most votes in history, and there was no election fraud. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I mean, just call me skeptical, but
your inflection on that was amazing.
I'm just like, okay. So, other than that, I really want to get past. I want to move on from Joe Biden because, by the way, speaking of Joe Biden, I thought
I want to move on, but hold on
a second. Well, because this is relevant. He brought it up. Whatever.
That shit's funny as hell. Like when I saw it the first time,
wasn't he like stage 4 something? I'm pretty sure he was.
They diagnosed him with was it prostate cancer?
He was stage 4 something.
Right towards the very end of the presidency.
Correct. So
like his last couple of days.
They said he's stage 4 something.
I think it was prostate cancer.
And then now, so forgive me.
I haven't heard a word about it.
Usually stage 4 means, Jason, help me out, Doc. It's
the bitter end.
Yeah, you got to stage 1. You got to stage 4. That's the worst.
Aggressive prostate cancer that was metastasized to his bones. His medical team classified the cancer with a Gleason score of 9, which increases a high-grade, severe form of the disease.
Okay, so is it not then a miracle that he's still alive, or was that incorrect at the time?
You don't hear shit about it.
Shit about it.
Nothing.
So I'm a bit skeptical. Again, the president got the most votes.
Well,
in
we
history.
were all skeptical that this diagnosis never came out because look, when you're the president, you're under constant care.
That's right.
You're constantly monitored.
That's right.
Cancer screenings are part of your annual or 6-month physical. And the notion that this was not caught, this was not diagnosed.
Miracle.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
You know, I had a doctor on my show after this happened, and he said this is highly, highly unusual.
So what you're saying is I'm not to put words in your mouth, but you're saying you're skeptical as well as whether or not that was an accurate diagnosis.
Damn straight.
I am very. I mean, maybe we have a doctoral candidate in the audience that would like to chirp in and help us out here. You know,
for God's
maybe.
sake.
Let me shift gears and go to our
shifting gears.
Our main
our thumbnail.
Yeah, our main thumbnail.
Well, maybe,
and then we'll circle back.
I can shift into that. Maybe
she should be a Democrat candidate for Senate,
or she should play Jill Biden in the upcoming love story.
Oh my God,
about Jill and Joe Biden.
That would be amazing.
And their raucous sex life.
Well, she's not really an actress.
So that's what. Well, I mean, she must be an actress because she
pretended a lot. Is she an actress or like an OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. I mean, she's
acting. That's not really acting,
but she's in front of a camera.
Well, she is acting. She's in front of a camera performing things,
performing something, certain acts.
So this is a
thesaurus, right?
reference to the thumbnail, and I had to be.
Oh,
Jason has a surprise for us.
Yeah, these two don't even know this story.
I don't know the story,
and I got it. I got it from none other than Jill Billy Double.
Well, I for one have at least heard of her before.
Yeah, I did not know who it was.
I was aware of some of her activities.
Jill wanted
I'm not a subscriber.
She wanted a candid reaction.
Check my phone
from both of you. So, adult creator Bonnie Blue reveals plans for her admittedly disgusting next stunt. So, if you remember Bonnie, she just banged a whole bunch of dudes trying to break world records.
She made love. She made love.
Well, she made something.
She made
a mess. I'm sure.
I'm sure
she made a mess.
The sheets were sticky.
Adult content creator Bonnie Blue is revealing a new detail on her next stunt, which she admits is disgusting. My fans will be involved in my baby shower, which is happening in June. What? Blue 27 exclusively tells Us Weekly to celebrate a wholesome pregnancy. My baby shower will be so special it'll turn into a golden shower.
Oh, for God's sake!
It gets better. Hold on.
Wait a second.
For the uninitiated, a golden shower is a slang term used to describe one person urinating on another person or persons for sexual pleasure gratification. Blue continued, my fans can cover me in their urine. Would you shut the fuck up? My fans can cover me in their urine and have sex with me. Traditional baby shower games will be played throughout the day. Piñatas and my holes will be getting smashed.
Stop.
My pregnancy has been a community effort, and it'll continue throughout my pregnancy.
Oh
I don't want to tear, so I plan on being stretched regularly.
Whoa! Stop it!
In addition to allegedly allowing her fans to pee on her during her baby shower, Blue says she still plans on auctioning off the baby's name to the highest bidder.
Oh, my God.
She claimed in February that she was pregnant after having unprotected sex with 400 men as part of her, in quotes, a breeding mission.
And there's no way.
Wholesome, uplifting.
This is wait. Throw me a bone here. She's British, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So she's not American.
Correct.
So this is all going to happen in Britain.
Well, I mean, it'll happen wherever.
You can probably be on TV, won't it? They televise those kind of things over there,
why
don't they?
In the world would you? I mean, I just got nothing. I got so nothing. I've got less than nothing. Now, suffice to say, I've uttered the phrase, well, if they were on fire, I wouldn't piss on them. However, the thought of saying, oh my God, here's $5, let me pee on you has never come out of my mouth or whatever. Why in the world would you? I mean, I got
dude, that was like the talk of social media for like leading up to like her big gangbang. All these dudes line up in fucking ski masks, so their identities are hidden.
Oh, they wore ski masks?
And then they just went in and went to Pound Town.
Would you want to be associated with something like that? Hey, look, there's Pappas. He's number 728. I mean, good job.
I mean, I got nothing. I mean, What are they going to be doing?
Why don't you talk in the microphone?
Because I'm so sickened by this. What are they going to be doing? So how are they going to be setting up for the pee thing? Are they going to be outside chugging Gatorade, or what are we doing?
I think she's going to get one of those blow-up pools, like the kids play in. Just sit in there and come up and take a whiz. I guess
there's nothing but 6 mil plastic all over the walls and all over the floor.
What's wrong with this world, man? I mean, seriously, what the hell's wrong with this world?
Oh my God, Bosco.
Who are you to judge?
Bosco said,
I'm me.
That kid's definitely going to be a Democrat.
Yeah, the kid's gonna. I mean, there's absolutely correct. That kid is gonna not that they don't have Democrats or Republicans in England, but that kid's gonna be a liberal. There's not a. Speaking of liberal,
Jill sent me that fucking story, and I read it, and I about wrecked the fucking car at a fucking stoplight. I wasn't even moving, but I wanted to just crack the wheel over and just run into a telephone pole. This is where we're at.
I just want to go on record.
That's mildly funny.
I want to go on record.
Mildly funny.
Well, you two fucking talk politics every time, so I got to bring something in.
I mean,
levity.
that's just. I mean, I don't want to be. I mean, this is when I remember when we talked about when you came in here.
I do agree with that.
It's mildly funny.
Asparagus pre-dinner.
That's mildly funny. But here's the thing. I mean, I don't want to be around people. This makes it worse. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm just gonna sit.
You don't want to be around people taking turns urinating.
I don't want to be around people generally. The fact that someone is going to
holes.
The fact that someone, probably a Democrat candidate,
regularly.
This fact that somebody is going to pay money to watch this shit. She's selling this crap on OnlyFans. Just it's disgusting. And this is where we're at as a society. We wonder why we have problems. People are like, how dare you judge? You're goddamn right. I'm going to judge.
Can I tell you?
That's just sick.
Let me sicken you just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I was at a golf outing yesterday, and one of the guys that was in my group goes into a porta shitter, takes a piss, and he comes out. Hey guys, somebody wrote on the inside of the porta shitter, send a picture of your poop, and then put a cell phone number down. I said, did you check what cell phone number it was? He was like, I ain't fucking calling it. So, yeah, people are fucking gross and will pay for fucking anything.
I just want to go on record as saying I have never and I never will go to a baby shower. And I will not be attending this one.
Well, you can't. You would never ever go to a baby shower.
I've been asked many things because the thing now is couples showers, right?
Oh,
hey, we're having a shower and it's for couples.
Dan drinks all day.
Guess who's not going to that shower?
This guy.
I told my sister. She was the first one who told me about. She's got 7 kids and they're all married. Well, I think 5 or 6 of them are married. And one of her daughters was having a couples shower several years ago. And I'd never really heard of one before. And she said, oh, yeah, Emily and whoever she's married to, they're having a couples shower. We'd like you and Paula to come. I said, couples shower. And she said, yeah. I said, well, that doesn't sound like something I would go to. So I'm not, but if Paula wants to go, I mean, they have at it. But
have at it.
Yeah, I am not going to any kind of shower. So there you go.
Before
anniversary shower, couples wedding showers, not me.
Because now all you're going to hear is golden shower.
Yeah, golden shower. That was a part of the. Don't you remember the P tape?
Oh, I remember that they accused. I remember
in the dossier.
Hey, hold on, we're not going politics yet.
With the
we're
Russian
not going back
hookers.
there yet. So
Yeah.
just fucking cool your jets.
I remember.
Cool your jets.
All right.
We're going to pull this up just to show you how fucking dumb people are. And obviously, this relates to me.
Yeah,
at least for a little bit longer.
So,
Sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah. One more amount of your podcast. It's all about Jason.
Yeah.
Just make it all about you.
That's right. Set this shit up.
Speaking of,
you guys give me shit like an hour beforehand.
Prep.
This
is that's right. The old Glenn Campbell song. Yeah,
he was a great guitar player.
Yeah,
he was.
You guys are amazing.
This is about speaking of inappropriate touching, right? We're talking about inappropriate things. So,
I thought it would be a good segue.
Imagine. Well, I mean, this is just another reason I don't like people. I mean, this story, Jason, you run with it. It's your story, but man, this just pisses me off too. Because fuck, what are you supposed to do? Next time, just let the people.
Before I hit the video, like when I saw this and I saw the pictures and these people, and I love roller coasters, I love amusement parks, but
no thanks.
That shit scares the ever living daylights out of me. Where you're suspended. These people were at least laying like on their backs, kinda.
Well, they
and some of this I think is stock file footage.
Staring at the sky.
But yeah, they were looking straight up and backs toward the ground, but they were there for like a fucking hour. And I was like, that petrifies the shit out of me. But here, I'll run with the story real quick.
Galveston, Texas is now suing firefighters after claiming she was inappropriately touched during a dramatic roller coaster rescue that left passengers stranded nearly 80 minutes at the top of the ride. According to reports, the terrifying incident began after an operational mistake allegedly caused the roller coaster to become stuck vertically on the track, leaving 8 riders trapped high above the ground. Witnesses said passengers were left hanging at the top of the attraction for over an hour in extreme stress while emergency crews rushed to the scene. Firefighters eventually arrived with ladder trucks and began a complicated rescue operation from several stories above the ground. Rescuers carefully removed passengers one by one from the stalled roller coaster while balancing on narrow platforms and safety equipment. The woman alleges that during her extraction from the ride, a firefighter touched her inappropriately while attempting to maneuver her to safety. The rescue, a woman in
while attempting to maneuver her to safety.
Can we know more about the nature of the inappropriate touching?
Give me a break.
I know I haven't heard anything else.
What body part might have been involved here?
You know what? Let me tell you something.
What the hell is wrong with her?
From the looks of it, they're on top of it. What's that called? Ladder? Is that a ladder?
That's an aerial platform.
Okay, so they're on the top of this thing, and then they got to take a ladder down. It's a long ass way, right? Looked like it'd be pretty high.
I mean, they were probably. I mean, it looked like it was almost fully extended, which it would be 100 some foot.
I'm
100 to 100.
You know what, if I'm stuck in a freaking. First of all, I don't do roller coasters. It's not my bag. But you know, if I'm stuck up there, I'm literally and I'm climbing down. There's a fireman there, and I'm need help. You can grab my Johnson. I could care less, just as long as I don't fall. Right. And yet this person's going to sit there and not we're suing the roller coaster, because I got to be honest with you, I know right where that is. It's a pier in Galveston. It's an entertainment pier, and I doubt that their pockets are very deep. But when it comes to suing municipalities, as we will know here in Cincinnati, that's a full-fledged business.
Oh yeah,
because you can make some real coin. They just roll over and they just start writing checks.
All you got to do is smash a few windows.
Oh, yeah, whatever. But I mean, how about you're on top, you're on a platform. Jason, you called it an aerial platform, some sort of elevated platform, and you got to and then it's a ladder. You got to climb down a ladder, and they got to hook you in every couple of feet, right? You only go, how far can you go?
Yeah, you typically have a ladder belt. I mean, you almost every rung you clink.
You're clicking out, because they wouldn't let me. When I was a trustee, I said, "Can I?" They had it over Beachmont. I said, "Can I climb to the top of it?" They're like, "Absolutely not." I was like, "Please." They go, "No,
the truck will tip over.
Well,
you get too much weight
there
out
was
there.
that, but I mean, I
the
just
outriggers can only do so much.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, the one girl, there was 8 people look like stuck on there, but she was touched inappropriately. So she went out, got an attorney, and they're going to sue the fire department for inappropriate touch. Because
what body part did she?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm sure the firefighters thinking, you know what? I'm up here. I'm kind of bored. Hey, she's attractive. Maybe I'll make a play. I'm going to make a play on her.
Cop a feel.
Give me a break. Give me a freaking break. This is again.
That's weak. That is so
again.
Weak.
You started off with the 1,000. How many people did she have? 700 people, something like that.
400,
whatever. And then so she's having a kid. You can get in line and pay your money and pee on her, or bid to name her kid. Pisshead probably would be my favorite name. And then you follow up with this. I mean, I'm becoming Amish. I'm moving out. I'm moving out. I'm buying a couple of horses. That's it. I'm Amish. I'm going to grow a big beard. I'm wearing wool, big black hat.
You already have wool. You're Greek. You already have wool.
What was that movie with Harrison Ford? Witness? I'm going to be the guy. I want to do that. Was that Witness? That old movie with Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Where he's hiding out in the Amish
He's hiding out with the kid in the Amish community.
Yeah, that was a good flick.
That's a pretty good movie, actually.
Yeah, it was. That's going to be me. I'm going to wheel around. I'm going to make eggs. I'm going to wheel around in a chair. It's so freaking great.
All right, we can go wherever you want now.
What else? I sent you another video. Or let me see.
Well,
we've got
Hakeem. Okay, Hakeem Jeffries.
When do you want to get to what? Now, the question is, where is the bottom of today's show? That's my question.
Oh, it's
because we haven't hit bottom yet.
Yeah, we may not have hit it.
We were talking about
the end of the show. I've got a little something special in because after all, it is Pride Month. So we
Is
are
this the
going
Cincinnati-centric one?
No.
Okay,
This is
so
something
that's
different.
not the
you
bottom.
haven't seen this. You haven't.
Okay, so we're
little
not.
surprise for you.
But your pun is amazing.
Okay,
But we are going to because look, we're going to recognize that it's Pride Month. I don't want to get too deep into it,
I might punch you in the head.
but I just want to show you what
You do have a pink shirt on.
we are all proud.
It's
of.
salmon. It's salmon.
It's
Close enough.
all right, but no, yeah, okay. You've been watching the news lately with all the carrying on at the detention facility in New Jersey.
Mhm.
Because there's illegals in there and they got to be processed. They got to be held somewhere while because you want to sort of keep an eye on and make sure they don't run out and wreak havoc across the country.
What if you just gave them a sticker and said you need to show up to this court on this date?
I think that's been tried.
Don't they usually show up?
I think that hasn't really been all that effective.
So that doesn't work?
No, it doesn't work.
Shock.
So there's a place where they hold these individuals while they're being processed. And look, some of them are determined to be in the country legally, and guess what? They go back to their regular lives. Others are set up for deportation. So Hakeem Jeffries has I'm calling the protest peaceful, which of course they are not.
Not from what I saw when they're throwing rocks and picking up stones.
What's the length? Is this 1 minute video here?
Yeah.
This is 1 minute. See if you can count how many lies, flat out lies, this guy tells during the course of this. Hakeem Jeffries.
America,
Delaney Hall.
immigration enforcement should be fair, just, and humane. That's not what's going on here at Delaney Hall. We spoke to several individuals, none of whom has a criminal record, many of whom have been detained here at Delaney Hall for months. This is not America. The lack of access to quality food, that's not America. The lack of access to adequate medical treatment, that's not America. The retaliation that is taking place, that's not America. The fact that there are 18-year-old high school girls being held here is not America. Delaney Hall should be shut down. And every single individual, particularly those at a high level connected to this facility, they're engaging in a depraved indifference to human life. And every single member of this Trump administration is going to be held accountable.
So there's Hakeem Jeffries telling one lie after another about that facility. The reason, or one of the reasons, that they've had difficulty getting in and they won't let people come visit is because of all the violence that's going on out. It's dangerous for people to go there because there's so much violence going on outside the facility. As these demonstrators clash with the ICE officers who are trying to maintain peace.
Isn't that
all this stuff about there's not food?
No, give me a break.
They don't have
quality,
access to
quality,
medical care.
quality of
Speaking of that,
It's a complete lie.
Isn't that the facility that they've determined is like somehow being professionally funded by some groups that are providing? They have thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment being dropped off there or something like that. I thought I read that. And the other thing is, we had a similar instance here locally. Did you see the blue hairs that were up in protesting Sheriff Richard K. Jones up in Butler County?
No, I missed that.
Oh yeah, that was a big one here. That was a big one here locally, and so they had this. So given the paper, you gotta love the paper, and it doesn't matter what paper because it's all toilet paper, which ties into our next story probably. But the point of the matter is that the point of the matter is that they had 10 people maybe, and they're like dozens and dozens show up to protest that Richard K. Jones is still, is it K or J? I think it's Richard K.
Richard K. Jones.
Richard K. Jones is still cooperating with ICE. Well, let me tell you something. Richard K. Jones is a great sheriff.
Oh, fantastic.
And he doesn't take shit from anybody. And you know who he answers to? The people that elect him.
Boom.
Yep.
And he keeps getting reelected by
huge numbers.
And
he straight up said,
margins.
I will not take that contract away.
That's right.
I am going to keep it and continue to do what I'm doing. So
because
have fun.
the funny thing is that where do you see a lot of violence and depravity taking place? Is it in Butler County or is it in Hamilton County?
I'd say Hamilton County. I mean, there was a time when the city of Hamilton, which is in Butler County, used to be just lousy with crime. but their crime numbers are way down.
Well, speaking of Hamilton County, and
Sheriff
crime,
Jones doesn't fuck around.
Speaking of Hamilton County and crime, that's going to lead us into our next story. So, if you're trying to get people to come to Cincinnati, and let's say that you wanted to have a
well, here, let me show his pictures as you're talking.
All right. So let's say that you wanted to have a you're trying to pick where you're going to have a convention. And Lord knows that we just spent a shit ton of money redoing our convention center.
Yeah,
which is very beautiful. I'm not saying it's not.
Well,
beautiful.
the picture you see on your screen right now is not. No. This is actually the entrance to the easternmost part of downtown.
Right. Correct.
Near over the Rhine. And I saw this the other day, and I took a picture of it.
Why
I was in my car and my camera was a little crooked when I took the picture.
Why could you not straighten it out?
Well, I was in the camera. because I didn't spend that much
driving.
But my point is this:
shouldn't be texting and driving.
Look, I was at a stoplight. Look how filthy
it doesn't look
this.
Like a stoplight.
This is one of the biggest no-brainers of all time. Look at the filth on that thing. It is completely dirty. The landscaping around it is a piece of crap. There's garbage all over the place. If you're, I don't know, a city council member, mayor, a city manager, are you looking at that and saying, "Look, this is a gateway to the city"?
I bet you $1.
Are we not going to clean this up?
Listen, you're expecting Mayor Aftab.
What would Trump say if he saw that?
Oh, he would clean it up. Because I'd like to point out. Thank you for the segue. I'd like to point out we don't have pictures, but Donald Trump. I saw 3 different stories this weekend. Yeah. There's two. There's Lafayette Park right by the White House. That has a fountain that is now working. That hasn't worked. There's another park by the train station, which has been off for 20 years. Yeah. 20 years. He went in and cleaned. It was covered in graffiti. It was filthy. Cleaned it to lily white.
It looks like it's brand new.
Looks like it's brand new. And people are there. There's another one that has a waterfalls feature that was infested with who knows? Well, while he's in office, but there's another one that has like a giant waterfall feature, and it was infested with drug addicts. Families wouldn't go there, and he cleaned it up, moved all the druggies out, and now it's loaded with what? People enjoying the park, which is a public space for the public. Yeah. However, I doubt that your Mayor Aftab cares enough to go by there and look at that shit and say, "Hey, how about we get a crew out there? I don't know, maybe people that are on parole that have work details to go over there and just pressure wash this, because like you said, how hard can it be to just keep the shit clean? You don't have to knock everything down. In this city, it seems to be like, we'll use it for 20 years, and then guess what? We want to knock it down and build a new one, and we're not going to take care of the shit we have. However, do you know
the garbage out of there? Do a little landscaping.
And you know what's hard to clean up? You know what's really hard to clean up? Shit. So Cincinnati has now made.
So once you drive past that nice entrance, then you get another visual.
So Cincinnati has now made news yet again on the libs of TikTok, one of my favorite pages. Now let's be fair. Let's be fair.
And you thought my story was gross.
That's right. Well, let's be fair. Well, that's why I didn't know what we were going to about. We've all had. How should I say this diplomatically? There's been a time or two when suddenly you got it. You got to go.
You have the urge.
Code blue.
I call it code brown.
Code brown. You got to go. And it may not be the most convenient place. And you have 2 choices. You either shit in your pants, which I'm not going to confirm or deny has ever occurred, or
I've done it.
Or you pull over and you find a place to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Usually, though, when you look for a place to go to the bathroom, what are you looking for?
I mean, ideally a clean bathroom. Ideally.
Let's say a bathroom's off the page. Let's say you're gonna take a dump and you can't do it in your pants.
Finding fucking
that bar gets pretty low very quickly.
Finding fucking woods. Yeah, by the second.
Right. And you're doing some high mathematical calculations.
Where you're sweating.
That's right.
You're sweating. You're lifting yourself off the seat.
That's right. And you're sitting there doing some geometrical calculations of where probably the most private location that you can drop trowel without attracting a lot of attention.
You have literally become a NASA aeronautical engineer.
You're solving
to the highest degree.
You think AI has nothing on the calculations in your head when you're trying to calculate where can I go to the bathroom without people seeing
how many steps can I make before it just starts going.
Coming.
Oh yeah, totally.
But
I get it.
Apparently not in Cincinnati. I don't know if he was riding this Lime trike and then had to go, but I don't know if he had too much White Castle. I'm not sure what the impetus was, but roll this.
Well, I can't roll this one, but I wanted to read this first because I can't. This is the one I can't roll. Just a normal day in Cincinnati. 80% of voters agree that grown men should be wiping their ass in public with their dicks out next to a park where kids play. This is the environment Democrats created in Ohio City.
Exactly.
That's even better.
Democrat City.
So
now, we do have video.
The kids were close by.
The video on this one was not,
because God knows you don't want to keep this from the kids.
No, and hey,
I had to make make sure I grabbed the pixel.
I'll say this: at least he was wiping himself. His cleanliness or trying to be.
The commentary.
It's hilarious.
Is amazing.
It's great. So you're driving along. You got your in-laws in town.
And look, unfortunately, I can't.
Hold on. Hell no. Hey, bro, what is you on? The kids play right here. The kids be right.
So the giggles after the fact.
And the thing,
I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just hard. It's hard to hear the audio of the video when we talk completely over.
Do you know
very sanitary. The leaves were being thrown over.
They said he's wiping his ass with a leaf.
I know he's downtown. Can you tell where that is, Jason?
I cannot.
I can't. Dan,
I think it's on McMicken somewhere. If I would,
McTricken.
But
I think it's in that area.
Again,
it's over the Rhine.
Come to Cincinnati. Sure. I'm sure this is going to make the Chamber of Commerce top 5. And not only can you see things that we built that should be nice. I mean, as a matter of fact, to your point,
he's not that far away from the casino.
No,
the casino is open 24/7.
They have very nice bathrooms,
and you can blow right in there.
Like he had a jogging suit on. I'm sure maybe he's a professional.
It looked like a retro, like a Michael Jackson outfit.
I don't know if it was a former Harlem.
What the hell that was?
It looked like a Globetrotters outfit.
But I mean, for God's sake, that's what Hey, bring your convention, bring your business to Cincinnati. This is what you have to look forward to. And Jason,
in your brand new convention center with somebody fucking just shitting everywhere.
But the thing is, I know that you have seen it with your own eyes. This kind of stuff goes on all the time. It's been going on for a long time, and I know for a fact you've seen stuff even worse than this.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
No,
I don't want to know.
But
it's horrific.
But the fact, like the commentary, they're like, "Hey, Unc, what are you on?"
Unc. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's what they say. That is.
Oh shit,
that's horrific.
No pun intended. You said that to me. I was laughing so hard.
You guys can vote. What is the bottom of the story today? Because I'm not sure which one hit the bottom. But to Dan's point, this is a Democrat-run city. Okay, Democrats run everything here, from the judges that prosecute or that determine punishment for a lot of these people, to the priorities that are current Democrat Aftab Perval golden child, speaking of showers, to the Democrat Party. I just, you're like, well, no one can stop that. No one can stop that. But you could create the environment that we're not going to tolerate it. And when it does occur, it's going to be prosecuted. It's going to be dealt with. It all starts with simple things like Dan said. You build nice things that structure there, the gateway to, I guess it was the gateway to
over the Rhine.
Yeah,
over
that's the Rhine. That's the easternmost part of the city.
Beautiful bells.
Right there,
it had beautiful bells in it. It was a nice structure.
It used to function. It doesn't function anymore.
I'm sure the bells don't work, right? Yeah, I'm sure they don't work. They're probably too noisy. And so they don't work, and
you're gonna wake up the crack dealers.
That's right. It's in
why we can't have nice things.
It's in disrepair, and yet no one takes any pride. And this is this is the broken window, theory that if you allow this crap to happen, take pride in what you have. City of Cincinnati, take some pride.
And the fact that we have judges like this,
here we go.
Yeah, this is. Young people who get in trouble in Hamilton County will be court ordered to get a library card or join the YMCA.
Okay.
The Hamilton County Juvenile Court is calling the initiative the Summer of Discovery. So just imagine how many more people are going to be assaulted at the library now, held up for whatever money they might have.
What do you mean now? It's already occurring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
now you're going to have a bunch of juvenile delinquents in there. Well, Judge Kerry Bloom told me to get a library card
every day
after I, rob people on the bus. And
there's a breaking story
shot
almost
my neighbor
every day that the library has become nothing more than fight club or fight night.
Yeah.
And so what are we going to do? Now we're going to send people.
And speaking of the library, that guy could have made it to the library to done his business.
Drop the deuce. I don't know I don't know if it was Code Brown. I mean, I don't know how far he can make it.
They've got very fine facilities there at the library.
You know what though? He could not poop in his pants because then it might mess up his kicks.
Oh, it'd fuck up that pleather. It'd fuck up that pleather big time.
But I mean, is that the long-awaited cure for crime? Is to give kids a library card?
According to Kerry Bloom, which is let me ask you a question. What political party endorsed and supported Kerry Bloom?
I'll just take a wild
take a gander.
Guess, I'm pretty sure she's a Democrat.
She's a Democrat. And so we're gonna send. There's already violence, and there was a news story. I think it was I pick a station, but they did a breaking story. We've had reports that a lot of these workers don't feel safe at the library. No shit. So let's send more. Wait. The answer to a Democrat. Let's send more juvenile delinquents to the library
because we're going to reform them.
Because they're going to check out a book on, I don't know, astrophysics.
Well, our schools don't teach them how to read.
Correct. Correct.
So hopefully they'll find some book with pictures in it.
But no, they have the internet. Remember, we have free internet at the library. We have to provide free internet to the library so that they can look up.
How are they going to watch the One Morning Out of Here podcast?
That's a good point.
That's a very good point.
Stand corrected. So, kids.
I'm pretty sure I could do a deep dive in YouTube Studios and figure out what the demographic that follows this podcast.
Why don't you just
it wouldn't be that.
Before you hit each other, hit that like button. I mean, or while you're hitting each other.
Hammer the like button, then hammer
each other, then hammer that like button. But this is our juvenile. This is our judges. The only thing different. What's the difference between that and when they had the, what was it? The Midnight Basketball League. We had a midnight basketball that was going to solve crime.
Sure.
Remember that?
That then really didn't get the job done either.
No, it's not the fact that the pools are probably in disrepair and probably half of them.
I'm they're going to be closed. No, they're going to be closed half the fucking summer.
That's what I said. I said I'm going on a limb and speculating, but I predict half of them are not open this summer.
No, they literally said it. They're only going to have a few weeks.
So how are they supposed to go to the pools if they're going to be closed?
Right.
Maybe that ties into the golden shower story, and we have pools full of piss, and they just jump in and pee. I'm not sure.
And then it's shit,
and then they poop on each other. I'm just not sure.
Can we do one more thing before we get to our
pride? We got a hard.
I know we got a hard out.
You have 7 minutes.
Okay.
And you two like to talk.
Well, Pappas, I was looking at our local rag, the Cincinnati Enquirer today.
It is a rag. It's a shitty paper.
And so
maybe he was wiping his ass with the paper.
He probably should have done
One of the things I do is I read the opinion pieces sent in by contributors to the Enquirer. And so the title of this one grabbed my attention a little bit. And the title is this: Trump's chaos leaves little room for truth. Okay. So this was written by the opinion contributor Dirk Q. Allen. So let me just, and it's not that long. So let me just read to you and let's look. One of the things, it's not easy to write a good op-ed piece.
You've got 6
minutes.
But
if you're trying to make your case, what do you want to do? Maybe present some facts. Okay. So let's see how many facts I find in this piece where this guy's talking about Trump's chaos.
Yes.
Truth, it is said, is always a casualty of war, though the Trump administration hasn't really needed a war to assault the truth. Okay, so he's setting it up there. Trump is assaulting the truth. All right.
Of course. He's a Nazi.
Then he goes into when the Nixon regime was cratering, and he goes in, he talks about Nixon. He says, today, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says things like, if you heard it from the president, obviously it's true. Do you remember Caroline Leavitt saying those words?
I do not.
Okay. All right. For those of us, then he goes back. For those of us who sat through the gas lines of the mid 1970s,
I did.
So and this has nothing to do with Nixon. He talks about looking out the bay window while he was at Brown University in the library there, downtown Providence. Let me see. Next paragraph. Okay, then he gets back to Trump. It's just a reminder that President Trump's mantra of drill, baby, drill, pandering to oil and gas industry in the midst of global climate change.
That's a fact.
is forever irresponsible.
Oh.
Renewables are already useful.
Are they really?
And battery storage capacity will be a game changer.
Oh, he's full of facts. This guy,
Mr. Dirk, I mean, that might be true in the future. Right now, it is not a reality.
Is his name Dirk or Durka?
His name is Dirk.
Dirk Diggler.
Dirk Q. Allen.
Durka.
Okay, so
so far,
even though he tries to make a
I haven't heard one thing he said that's a fact yet.
With climate change, that's easily disputable.
Where does Mr. Durka live?
I don't know. In the meantime, Trump continues to rage tweet against whatever is on his mind at any given night.
Rage tweet.
Constantly showing himself as a nearly 80-year-old get off my lawn curmudgeon. If he lived up the street from you, you'd tell your children, just steer clear of the Trump house.
I wouldn't.
And then he talks about while he was a child growing up in Cleveland, when Trump unleashed Operation Epic Fury. Now we might get into some facts here. It seemed clear he expected the regime to collapse or surrender in a matter of days. There was no plan B. Well, how does he know that? Eliminate their nuclear capacity. Okay, but hadn't we already obliterated that last year? Regime change from a virulently anti-American and repressive government. Okay, but what of the decades of U.S. wargaming against Iran that warned Trump of the political or the potential for failure? So he makes a statement there about Iran. Look, he doesn't know how this thing is going to end. I don't know. No one knows how this thing is going to end. But these statements that he makes here, we did attack their nuclear capabilities a year ago, but they still had some remaining. So we went back in there to take care of that.
Yeah.
Let me say, instead, we have the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, unfolding a global economic crisis. Beyond angry and incredulous bluster, Trump seems powerless to do much about it. So he might have a point there. The Strait of Hormuz is not a great situation. But again, we don't know how that situation is in. He says, I've been writing political columns for more than 3 decades. Well, fucking what?
Never have heard of you, Dirk.
And then he talks about Pope Leo, and he talks about Jesus Christ.
I bet you he's something to a Xavier. See if I say
he is a former opinion page editor of the Hamilton Journal News. He lives in Oxford.
Dirk.
So he writes his whole piece entitled "Trump Chaos Leaves Little Room for Truth."
But there wasn't very much truth in his.
Where is he making that point?
He's a former opinion writer, so he's an expert
on what?
His opinion.
He's an expert on his own opinion.
Dirk, I wouldn't have given Dirk the soundbite because I don't think Dirk has written anything worth reading
I
there.
know, but this is the kind of garbage that the Inquirer posts all the time.
The Inquirer is a piece of garbage. And,
anyone that writes something that says I hate Trump, they'll publish it.
Well, yes, because that's what the Inquirer's thing is. I just saw, as we were speaking, something came across my feed. I just want to put your minds at rest. You were wondering why the city does not clean monuments or maybe dissuade people from taking dumps in public parks. Did you know that today it made the news? They raised the flag for Pride Month at Cincinnati City Hall.
But the mayor was there.
That is what they were busy doing today. So rest easy. You might step in a piece of shit on the sidewalk, but that pride flag is waving proudly at City Hall.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because speaking of pride flags, we are going to recognize that it is Pride Month and
I'm going to punch you. I swear to God.
The flag. Here's the flag that will fly proudly, and it's on video, but it can fly proudly in your mind of what we stand for here at One Matt. So let's watch the unfurling of the flag as we close out this special episode of One More and I'm Out of
here. Where is this?
It's some bridge that's very high.
It looks like. I wonder if that's a bridge in Galveston.
I don't know where it is. But there's our pride flag right there.
Yep. Completely.
That's a pedestrian bridge. I think Jason's right.
I think that's the one that has a fucking glass, the glass shit.
You're not going to see me on that, or else you will see me.
I've been on it.
You're going to see me shitting in public.
That's a flag. That's a flag that waves for everyone, not just the select.
That is our pride flag, and
LGBTQ plus whatever.
Oh, he's no former trustee.
Because that to the
that would take
of no one.
A 513. That would take a lot of people voting for you. Something you can't get to have happen, can you? So you keep it taking your shots there, mister.
That's the flag that we're proud of.
He's no former trustee. just correction, twice elected, city of 45,000 people. What have you done? Oh, I make a furniture. Anyway, so at the end of the day,
we'll let you guys know when we're coming back.
Oh man,
I got to run.
Yeah,
But,
Jason's got something tonight. We got a hard break.
Hey, we love you guys. Remember, share this to at least one person.
I'm not trying to run for anything. That's a nice answer. I can't run for. I'm not trying. If I tried,
this is a perfect way.
If I tried, I'd win. Right, loser.